Kombat 2 is out and it is so much better than the first film in almost every single way, and I'll explain to you why. Mortal Kombat 2 has Johnny Cage introduced to the Mortal Kombat tournament, as he and the fighters from the last film attempt to win the tournament and prevent Shao Kahn from taking over Earthrealm. We've got a lot of characters at play, more world building, exciting fights, awesome visuals, and brutal violence. And here's why I think Mortal Kombat 2 is a messy but awesome watch. Shut up! So the biggest pro in this movie is that it improves on the flaws that plagued the 2021 film. Even though I liked that one fine, it had slow plotting, messy editing, and bloated exposition. It was fine, but it wasn't perfect. This one though has better editing, better pacing, and better plotting in my opinion. It mainly focuses on the tournament throughout, as characters win or lose and are spared or killed. Some major characters bite the dust big time. The pacing was fast, but in a good way. There's a point where things do slow down, but it's after a crucial point and gives the characters a moment to take it in and plan what to do next. Because the tournament is the focus, the fights didn't feel like they existed just for the sake of having them. Something that plagued that god-awful Annihilation sequel. Jesus, that was shit. Like the last film, they do cut back and forth between fights taking place at the same time, except this time it's edited in a cleaner and more balanced way. I love how they didn't do this for when Liu Kang and an undead Kung Lao fight. Given to their established relationship, it's played out straightforward so the emotion can land better as they fight. The humor is pretty solid, and that's thanks to the return of Kano and the addition of Karl Urban as Johnny Cage.
Me.
Much older than he is in the games, Cage is now a washed-up 90s action star whose career is on a decline, and has absolutely no confidence in himself when he realizes how serious this tournament is.
Yo! Send me back. I want to go back.
Although he does eventually gain it back by acting like the star he was back then.
It's showtime.
That arc along with his jokes makes Johnny Cage one of my favorite parts in this movie. Honestly though, I swear at points I can hear his accent slipping. Too much butchering, I think.
You're all fucking welcome.
Kano was funny in the first film, and he's still funny as hell here. Actor Josh Lawson looks like he's having so much fun playing this character. Another favorite part of mine.
Are you kidding me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
It's great to see Shao Kahn finally depicted as this big imposing threat instead of that stupid arrogant brat he was in Annihilation.
As long as the portal remains open, your world becomes my world.
Oh, that was such a shit depiction. So we've got awesome fights, great visuals, characters interacting with other characters. It's a bloody blast to watch. There's still things I kind of don't like here. It still has that problem where there's lots of exposition on characters and world building. Unfortunately, Raiden spews more of that than he does actually fight. It's a shame we miss out on that again, but I don't think the exposition feels as excessive like the last one. Sometimes it feels like they completely ignore that first film. Like the whole Arcana thing being the reason why these characters have powers is never mentioned here. Did they just drop that? I'm not upset if that's the case because fans clearly didn't like that in the first one. Also, at the end of that last one, they teased that the bad guys that died would be resurrected, but only 2 of them come back. One of them being Kano.
You fucking beauty.
There's some character turns that could have had more impact if they had showed what made them turn in the first place. Some major characters get taken out and it kind of bummed me out, but not enough to annoy me. It also feels like the movie is at odds with who the main character is. It's easy to say Johnny Cage is, but I feel like Katana almost takes that spot too. The film does open with her as a child when Shao Kahn takes over Outworld, and she arguably has a bigger role in the finale than Cage does, even though he gets his moment too. But honestly, that stuff doesn't bother me too much because this is based on a game series with so much lore, story, and characters, and it's hard to condense that stuff into a 2-hour movie. But I do think this movie does enough for it to be a satisfying watch, because Mortal Kombat 2 is such a good time. The visuals are great, the fights are awesome, the music kicks ass, and the movie improves on its predecessor with stuff like editing, plotting, and stakes. Sure, stuff like writing, dialogue, and maybe even focus aren't all perfect, but what really makes this movie work for me is how bold it is, how it levels up the stakes. Hey, level up. Get it? Normally, I'd give a movie like this a 7 out of 10, but just for improving on the first film, I'm willing to give it an extra point. 8 out of 10. See, this is what the Mario Galaxy movie should have been like, focusing more on story and characters rather than just references galore. I'm sorry, but I'm being honest, that movie was mid. But what do you think of Mortal Kombat 2? Let me know in the comments below and leave a like and subscribe while you're at it. And until next time.